see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Hey, so you just saw me pouring a nice draw of my SJ Pour competition, well, one of my SJ Pour competition beers. This is round 2, in case it makes it. Got all my bottles shipped off for round 1, and they should be en route either tonight or tomorrow to my hub guy. So excited about that. Did a brew day, and I'll probably throw some footage somewhere in here, whatever I have left. Hey, what's going on, brew tippers? All right, so early brew day here on Saturday morning is just before 9, and I'm trying to heat up some strike water so I can mash in. I'm doing a kind of a hazy version of or a New England version of old school double IPA, so we'll see how it comes out. So just some of the ingredients there. I've got Magnum going in at, or for hop schedule, Magnum at 60 minutes, no wharf lock at 15 minutes. I don't need a wharf lock, so I want it to be hazy. 10 minutes yeast nutrient, and then 5 minutes I put a 1.5 ounce each of Citra and Simcoe, and then I'll do a whirlpool. I'll cool down to 180, and then I'll do 1.5 of Citra and 1 ounce of Simcoe for an extended whirlpool. Here's my grain. I got a whole bunch of Maris Otter, got some flaked oats, flaked wheat, and flaked barley. And I've got about a pound of Munich Light. So, and I put a bunch of rice hulls in there because I want to make sure I don't get any stuck sparges. So anyway, it's about time to strike, so I'll check in later. Okay, so I'm underletting right now. I'm doing a nice, really slow underlet. You can probably see that water level going down really, really slowly. If you can see it, I'm looking at the wrong. Yeah, there you go. See that going down, and you see here in the green, you might be able to see the green start popping up, and then you can see a little bit of grain down there, and the bottom getting wet on the sides. Always works well. Oh yeah. Alright, sorry. Didn't capture a whole lot of video. I was actually doing a video chat with my buddy Wally Feck, but I am about 20 minutes into the boil. It's going along pretty good. I don't really have anything else to add until the 10 minutes out, the yeast nutrient. There's no wharf lock because I'm doing a New England style, and then the next top drop is 5 minutes out before that's the last one before the whirlpool. So I'll check in later. Cheers.
Come on down and jump some of this shit.
So that brew day was a kind of a, I think I'm going to call it new school IPA. It's a kind of slight modification on my old school recipe. I did it with some East Coast ale yeast as opposed to what I normally put in there. I also put a whole lot of flake stuff in it, and so figured I'd try to I don't know, New England-ize or East Coast-ize my old school double IPA recipe. And I stepped down the gravity a little bit. You know, normally my old school comes out around 8.7. This one's going to be around 7.1, 7.2, somewhere around there, I think. depending on how dry it ferments out. I think I did did a protein rest because I had so much flake content in it. At about 120 for like 15 minutes or whatever it was, and then I did a 154. So that's about 153, 154 is about normally what I do old school at. I think I usually get down to around 10, 11. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see how this turns out, and I really could hit myself because I scared up some yeast from the Heady Topper and Focal Banger dregs, and I didn't trust it, so I went out and bought a can of Imperial, kind of a barbarian mix. It's called Dry Hop. I don't know if any of you guys have used Imperial Dry Hop, but I threw that in, and I love those cans. You pull them out, and you pull them straight out of the refrigerator, and you dump it right in there at room temperature, or into the fermenting bucket at room temperature, and you don't even have to warm up the yeast first. It's cold, goes in cold, and that thing took off. It was bubbling out of control that night. I mean, I finished up around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and by 7 o'clock, that thing was going crazy. And I'll show some pictures of that here. So you see that thing was raging, but anyway, it went strong for about 2.5, 3 days. Now it's kind of all quiet on the western front. I probably need to replace the blow-off tube with a airlock. I haven't got around to it yet. It's been a busy day. It's been a great day. I had a great work day today. Had a lot of fun. Intellectually stimulated and very tired right now, but it was a good work day, and so figured I would pop on real quick, do a very quick Homebrew Wednesday. Really quick one. Excited for this weekend. The movie It's gonna come out, and my son has a phobia of clowns, but he wants to go see it, and so does my daughter. So I'm gonna be that guy, that dad that takes his kid to see a rated R movie. But I don't care if they can look at me weird. It's gonna be fun to have it. My wife won't go. She's terrified of scary movies, but the kids like to be tortured. So anyway. I think my daughter's coming down here in a few minutes so we can watch. She's into Stranger Things. I already saw that series, and she wants to watch it now. So we're getting ready to start episode 2, I think. Episode 2 or 3. So anyway, I'm rambling on. Hey, have yourself a happy homebrew. Get your SJ Pour beers mailed if you haven't already, and have a very happy homebrew. And this is Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.